Today I am going to introduce you a game which is Forge of Empire. Although I haven't played this game a lot, but I watch my sister and friends play it over and over. So lately when I start this course, I start to play the game and try to grab some information. But I think it's a very good game for elementary schools and for high school because it has a lot of mathematics and history, and it also has so much critical thinking that you have to have a pathway, a pattern that you have to follow to get to your destination. And also involve some teamwork because you're building a city that you have to have some population to come in, and then you have to deal with them, make them happy in such a way, and they show their anger and frustration on you, and you have to, balance the system, manage with it, try to improve on your skills and building abilities to add more infrastructure so your citizens might like it and be happy. So it's something that I really enjoy lately, so I am going to log in and start playing it. Because once I log in for the first time, it will start to show some introduction, but I will take it from there as well. As you can see, we are trying to have a building like this. As you can see, as the beginning, he will be introducing me to the tools and what I need to do. As you can see, this is an empty land, and this is my land that I need to build. So it's telling me the first step, which is I have to choose a building, and this is the house that I choose. So I now have a population of 14 people that occupy my land. And once they occupy the land, the more I build houses, the more I have more people to come, and the more I gain money. Like, for example, here, the 14 people that occupied my house so far, have to pay some revenue, which is money that I have all the time. And the coins is added to my account, and this is a building tool. Once you click on it, it also gives you more option of building and try to build more modern house. You see, as you're going, you have more opportunity and you have more population and more opportunities. That was a mistake because I placed it in a wrong place. That anytime you're building, you have to build it in a place that has a road. If not, it will not be accessible by people, so it will be a wasteland. So I have to move it here so it is close to a road so people can occupy it. And then, you see, people occupy it now. That's what he's trying to tell me. I also have to add some decoration, some seals, and you can see now it's telling me that I need to add more houses to stretch the population so I can increase. So I move to another level. This is another level now that I move in, so it's a reward that I will collect. Okay, I will go back to city, and now this is, you see that it's a Bronze Age city now. So it's left to me to continue building trees. Now I need to build memories like this to allow people something like a church that they can go and do their prayers and everything. This is diamond that I will need later on. Okay, now they finished the guide. I have to continue building the house. So you can see I can choose any of this, but this is a modern house that I need, so I am going to build it here. Okay, the more houses you build, the more population you have. So I have to collect this. It's my money, yes, because people are paying. And I added my population added, you see here. I need to build more nice houses and encourage people to move into my city and occupy it. You see, the more they occupy the city, I get revenue from them because they pay. This teaches you like the teamwork, the collaborations, and like a rule of law, like a government system that you have to control a certain area and try to develop it. The more you develop it, the more people, occupy the place and then build and pay more money. And the more money you have, the more you can develop that area. It's sort of a governance system. The same ways, like it teaches you the history of the ancient age, how we used to develop and live in certain areas like this and develop it as time goes on. So I will collect all the money. It also teach you a bit of mathematics that you have to know you have to calculate how you spend your money into new resources. What are the most important resources that you need to spend money on? And otherwise, if your money finishes before before you complete building your city, for example, you finish your money and you need to extend your roads in order to build new houses because you have new populations that are coming and they don't have residents. So it become a problem. Yeah. So what I will do now is I will continue building houses because I still have more nice houses that I can build. Okay. So I can have another population that can occupy this. Okay, you can see 22 people added to my residence. They come and take this spot. So I can also buy empty lands. For example, if I want to buy this land, it's available. So I will buy the land that is close to the sea, which is available, and it's 200 pounds. It's 200 diamonds. So I will buy that land, and it will belong to me, right? You can see that land belongs to me now. You see this land belongs to me. So I will try to build some roads and connect the river. This is teaching you the roadmap of development, and it teaches you history, how certain areas are developed and become a city and connected to different areas. So I have to, this is my land now. So I can build a road I can build a road connecting the sea to the city. And yes, so now what I need to do is try to build some roads here. Okay. I need to build more roads that will connect my land to the city. You see, I am building the roads to the sea. So that will help my people to be able to have access to the sea. You see, now you can see that my people can come from the riverside and, have access to. Okay, once that happens, I will continue building. And here you can see that you can research on new technologies. For example, in the later part, I can start, building spares, building wheels, and that will take you to start constructing real walls. The more you go, the more you can, start to cultivate some fruits and then, growing some things, horse riding, and these are a lot of things that you can do with this game. That at the end of the day, this is the type of city that you're going to build. You're going to have a modern city. These are the highlights of the modern city that you can build. So I'll go back to the city and continue my own building. So this teach you a bit of critical thinking here, because you have to know the limited resources that you have and what your population need at the same time. That you have to do it before they get angry at you. For example, I need more houses because I have more residents coming from other areas. Since I connect the road to the sea, so people from other cities will have access at this area to join my city. So the more city I build, and it's here I can see your citizens. You see, your citizens are angry with you. It's showing me that there are a lot of improvement that I need to do. That's teach you the role of governance, like how governance work. For example, here now, Joe Biden, some people are mad at Joe Biden by saying, the pullout from Afghan was long overdue, it was late, something like that. The same here, they need me to do some things that I need to develop on or work on. So I am going to try to work on certain things to make sure they're happy, make sure they're happy. So I would try to construct more houses, try to build some church, try to build some trees and, some nice places that they can enjoy, like the kids can enjoy, So, yeah, I would try to build as many things as possible so you can, create some militaries, have some weapons, I have to add roads here to connect to the other side of the land. You see, I can build roads all the way down here. Yeah. So I need to collect more revenues and use this revenue to, add more money and collect my money. Yeah. Okay. You see, I can collect all my money and diamonds because once they're happy, they need to be paying. You see. Yes, I have 6 diamonds. Give it to me. Okay, can you see now here your citizens are happy with you? This moral less teaches you good governance, and it teaches you a bit of history, how modern city become what they are now, because it started from somewhere. It was nothing and they built it from scratch and together and strategizing and critical thinking, and gave you history, maths, because you have to deal with money and finance and know how to strategize what is needed by your people, what you should, focus on more before going to the next things that are not important. So this is basically what it teaches you. So I think I'm going to have a very beautiful city. You see, because my citizens now have access to roads. They have now access to the river, which I just need to build now. Another site, try to buy this land and try to connect this island to my city. So my citizens can have more, opportunity to travel to this area. You can see here that it's telling me that this building, nobody occupies it because there is no road map connected to it. So what I need to do is try to build a road that will go to the city all the way. You see, once you do that, you can see that this building can now be occupied by other people. You see, it's now being occupied, so I just need to make it sort of a harmony room for my soldiers that they can use to live here. I really like this game now. Before, it was not something that I keep watching my sister trying to do something better at the house, but since I started to this course, I, begin to understand that this is